Morning bells ring out across Vatican City, a salute to Pope Francis, marking his death at 88. Crowds of pilgrims who had flocked to the Holy City for Easter celebrations, now gathering in St. Peter's Square to pray and pay tribute to the 266th leader of the Catholic Church.
Grande dispiacere, una grande perdita, un uomo che ha innovato la Chiesa e un uomo che ha lasciato un grande segno e questa mancanza provoca un grande dolore.
It's a moment of a bit of sadness and at the same time thankfulness and celebration of life.
As word spread of the Pope's death, special services have been held in every corner of the world. In the Buenos Aires church where Francis grew up and learned the teachings of the Catholic faith, hundreds of people, including Argentine authorities, filled the halls for Mass, remembering him for the man he was and the change he brought with his leadership. Francis was a transformative figure in the Catholic Church, known for progressive reforms, including making the church more welcoming for the LGBTQ+ community.
Puso sobre la mesa y no tapó la necesidad de transparencia en la Iglesia, la necesidad de reformas de la Iglesia que eran tan anheladas desde hacía tanto tiempo.
In the Philippines, home to one of the world's biggest Catholic populations, followers said his humility was a source of inspiration.
Malaking dagok din yun sa simbahan. No, kasi bilang sa amin mga kabataan din, isa siyang halimbawa Malaki siyang halimbawa sa amin na siya yung aming sinusundan, no? Since he is a vicar of Christ.
In his honor, flags of countries across the globe are flying at half-staff. In Paris, the lights of the Eiffel Tower switched off to mark his passing. His papacy wasn't without controversy, including backlash over comments he made about victims of a pedophile priest in Chile, accusing them of slander. Despite that, world leaders are honouring his commitment to protecting the vulnerable.
Pope Francis' compassion embraced all humanity, and today he will be mourned by Catholics and non-Catholics alike.
Secretary-General of the United Nations Antonio Guterres described Francis as a beacon of hope, humility and humanity. The pontiff often used his voice to call for the end of war, saying it's an impossible way to create a future.
He leaves behind a legacy of faith, service and compassion for all, especially those on the margins of life or trapped by the horrors of conflict.
When the war began between Hamas and Israel in 2023, the Pope began nightly calls to the Catholic parish in Gaza City. In his last public statement, Francis appealed for peace in Gaza, urging all parties to call for a ceasefire and the release of Israeli hostages. Palestinians in the war-torn enclave held a mass to commemorate Francis, praising him for his support.
Al-Vatican, I like the way he standed with Palestinians and his courage to talk around the world about us.
Francis's body now lies in a chapel in Vatican City, awaiting a funeral that could be held as soon as this weekend. It's set to draw world leaders and Catholics from across the globe, giving millions of followers a final chance to say goodbye and to honour the legacy he leaves behind, after 12 years as their spiritual leader. Devin, Tsai, Reece, Ayers and Rosie Grenenger for TaiwanPlus.